Porter over here. The second half of the game, I don't know if they were calling it closer or not, but it got a little staggered there with all the free throws. Did it feel different to you as you were trying to coach through that?
I'm just trying to get basic questions looking at. Yeah, it felt different. Yep, it did. I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts on how to answer that question. You know, when it's constantly going to the free throw line, it does get you out of rhythm. I thought we had a great rhythm going, and it was so many free throws that it was almost every time on the court that it does get you out of rhythm, and I think we did.
Porter, you've talked plenty about the late game defense, that last 4 minutes defense. What did you see tonight? It was a lot of the same you'd seen against maybe Texas and Iowa State. It's different.
I thought I'll start with the worst. We had a really bad transition defense one time. We were so worried about giving up threes on transition that we let I think it was KJ Adams that got down the middle. So that was not a good defensive possession on the transition. I think the guys were really worried about fanning out on the three, and they got kind of lost on that. You know, you go from trying to play physical, and then all of a sudden you try not to foul. And I think the guys were so all of a sudden were playing not to foul. Because it was called so closely on that end.
Guess going in.
Go ahead, Eli.
Going in reverse order here, but the first half, you guys played them close. Grant hits the shot right before the half. What was your message to them, the adjustments to make it halftime, and what fueled the strong start in the second half?
You know, we felt we did a lot of things we wanted to do. Clements came in and gave him 6 points. Adams had 10 at half. But I think we did a good job on Jalen Wilson. I think we did a good job. We really wanted to. I know how those threes can get going in this building, and we really wanted to take away the threes, and we did take away the threes tonight. So we were at half, and we were like, we did some of the things we set out to do. We weren't expecting Clements to pick a pop and hit 2 threes, and he did. But we got to stay the course. And I thought we came out. And I thought the guys played the first 17 minutes really well, and then it just got kind of out of rhythm, just stopping. We took a 3 with, I think it was 3 minutes left to go with 11 on the shot clock and missed it on the wing. Then we came down and took another 3 with 1:53 or something. I think Tanner had a 3 and it was 16 on the shot clock. Those are things, we can make it, great, but if not, we didn't make any of those shots.
Justin.
Porter, you said before that when you were looking over Sam's tape from Wofford, one thing that impressed you was that a lot of his best performances came in big games. Today, 10 of your guys' first 19 points. Just what do you see out of him tonight?
Toughness. He's just toughness. Played through physicality. Just was one of the tougher guys on the floor on our side. I thought for sure. I thought he was really tough. Gave us a lot.
Coach, what is it about Kansas, especially here, that allows them to come back from 10 points down with just over 5 to go?
There's a number of things. I mean, when something good happens down the stretch, I mean, you really it's hard to communicate because it's so loud. I think they get completely adrenaline with the crowd, that's probably all I can say. I don't really want to go any more detail, but there's a belief in here from the fan base and everything when that snowball starts going downhill.
Over here, you guys have got 4 league games done now. Had some close losses and an overtime win. Where do you feel you are right now, and what do you have to do to get over the hump?
I think we can compete. I really do. I think we got to compete. We got to. We've played. Texas was 5. Iowa State was 10 or 11 or whatever, and Kansas is 1 or 2, and so we can compete with the top 15 teams in the country. But we got to find a way to get over the hump again. We got to find a way to close this one out. And it's hard to do. I mean, you're talking about that, but our guys are doing everything. I can't tell you, this is a coachable group. They're playing their tails off. They're following game. We got back from Tech, and these guys, we're right there. We're right there.
You guys talked about transition defense and
Yeah.
that being such a key. Was that the primary thing that made it so hard for them to score tonight? Because you made it tough on them all night.
Well, we held to 37%. I know they had 39 free throws. But we were definitely trying to, I think their transition game, multiple guys can bring it up. DeJuan Harris, one of the best point guards, Jalen Wilson, best wing, Grady Dick's one of the best shooters, and those guys, so we definitely were trying to make a wall and get to their shooters and take away those threes in transition. They got going downhill, they hit a bunch of floaters, tough twos, but we were living with that. Clemens came and hit 2 big threes. I thought that was did a good job in the first half, but I've just seen it. We just wanted to get them not into this running game in this building, the transition.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Coach.
Just raise your hand.
For both of you guys, we'll start with Grant, but it's a 71-61 lead with 5:19 left, and they tear off that run. And you guys have talked a lot about that late game defense. What went wrong again tonight?
I just feel like we kind of let each other down. Going into the game, we knew they were a great transition team, and we tried to put an end to that, but I feel like the last 2 minutes in the first half gave up a lot of transition baskets, and again in the second half, the last 2-3 minutes, we just gave up so many transition baskets. So, we got to be better on that part, and yeah, that's on us.
During that same 5-minute stretch, did you guys notice them doing anything different? Were they, noticing how they were doing things or the way they were playing, maybe a little bit more energy, a little bit more excitement when they executed?
That doesn't matter for us. We gotta, no matter how they play, we still have to live by our principles, and we have to find a man in transition. We got to get back and get stops late, especially late in the game, last 2 minutes of the game.
For both you guys, played 4 league games now. The losses you have been very close. Where do you feel you guys are right now in the league? Right on that edge, but just can't quite get over. What do you guys need to do that?
We just gotta learn to close games. We're coming down to 1-2 possession games, having leads. We just gotta stick to our scout late game, push through the fatigue and get it done.
Grant, I'm sure it's probably not at the top of your mind right now, but you really grew up in Wichita. Just what was it like to come back to your home state, and then did you have any family members who were like that out for this one?
I didn't have any family come out to this one. I played here before, once last year. It's always fun just kind of getting to come back and play at Allen Fieldhouse. Who doesn't want to play here and compete here? But just sad that we didn't get the dub.
Grant, can you walk me through the technical foul and what went down there, and then what Porter had to say to you when he pulled you over afterward?
Coach, me and Coach got a good relationship, so he just told me, hey man, that's kind of, I can't even tell you what he said. That's between us. But it wasn't nothing bad. It was good. It was just one of those things. Coach always says, lose yourself in a fight. I lost myself for a moment, step back, and it was good.
And for the two of you guys, the message at halftime, and you came out with that energy. What was it? What were the adjustments you had to make?
It was really just 20 more minutes. We were competing hard, getting 50-50 balls, so we've had troubles in the past just coming out in the second half and closing games, and we had a similar situation tonight, so we just gotta get back in the gym and figure something out.
Sam, one of the things that Porter brought up when he was looking over your film at Wofford was that you played really well in the big games, especially. just today was a good example of that as well. Just what is it about these environments, this stage, that kind of brings some of your better performances out?
I don't know. I feel every game's the same for me. Everybody puts their shoes on the same way as we do, so there's no reason to fear anybody. I just have the same mindset every game, going to compete, get loose balls, just do little things to help give my team a chance to win.
What goes through either of you? Just what goes through your head when you hear there are 62 combined free throws in this game?
I'm just at a loss for words. Honestly, yeah. What you got?
Discipline, I guess.
All right, any additional questions? All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, fellas.
Thanks.